Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, May 21st, and I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Whew, what a day. The last 2 days I've been kind of caught a little bit behind, going, countdown timer, it's got to start. Anyway, I'm trying to do too many things at once. You know how that is. Thanks for all the support on socials. We are at 243 subscribers on YouTube. We just need 250 subscribers by Friday. And one lucky subscriber will win a brand new Good Morning Frederick t-shirt. These will be hot off the press from Special Tees. Hopefully they'll be in next week or so. Please share the YouTube channel on your socials. And if you can, scroll through a few videos, maybe give one a like, maybe leave a friendly comment. We appreciate that. And that actually shows all these platforms that we've got some engagement. Plus, there's some really good content we've done throughout this show since April 1st, but I am a little biased, of course, but I think you'll find it pretty interesting. And I appreciate all the people who stop me and say something like, hey, we watch all your episodes, all your shows, and I really appreciate that. It's makes me feel so great. And again, to be honest, this is all about the businesses and nonprofits and cool people. It's all about you, Frederick, and that's why we love it. I'm going to adjust my light a little bit here. Okay, there you go. I feel like I'm standing in the dark. All right, many people keep asking, what is this Everything Frederick thing? This the home of Everything Frederick, the store. What is that all about? Well, the home of Everything Frederick, located at 401 North Market Street, is a place to chill. It's a place to purchase stuff with Frederick on it and the Maryland flag on it. It's a place for artisans to sell their stuff. It's a drop-off place for new shoes for Souls of Love, which we will be talking about very soon. And it's a pickup place for people who win their prizes on Good Morning Frederick. It's a place for events like Ori's flower decorating and self-defense classes, which are both coming up. If you like the Home of Everything Frederick on Facebook, you'll see them. Also, of course, they're going to be on our calendar, and we'll talk about those soon. So truly, it is a little bit of everything, which I know is difficult for a lot of people to discern. We have free bottled water and free coffee, thanks to Shannon and the goddesses of everything, Frederick and real estate. And, if you've got something that you want to sell or you want to stop by and have a look, please do. We are Thursday to Sunday. Again, the hours are on our calendar. And as every time they update, I change them as well. Plus, we're going to be doing a lot of really fun stuff like trivia night. And we've got First Saturday coming up where we're going to be doing a princess thing. So, look, I know it's a lot. And I know it's hard because it's not defined, but it's fluid, unfortunately, or fortunately, right? There's no definition specifically, but it's a great place. When you walk in, you will be like, okay, I get it. And it changes literally every day. Every day I go in, something new has been added, moved, and it's phenomenal. If you like Fran Byrne, there are some gorgeous photographs on metal that we have for sale. The Moss Lady does these amazing framed pieces of art with live moss in them. So tons of great stuff. We'd love to have your stuff. And actually, throughout the year, the summer, we're going to be reaching out to people to see if you'd like to sell your stuff at the shop. All right. And if you want more information, just email me. everythingfredericklive@gmail.com is the easiest email. Or, of course, you can always text. On the show today, I meet Joe and Abby, who have taken their hobby and love of reptiles and turned it into Wolf's Exotic Encounters. And then you'll meet Sarah Coleman. You may already know who she is, but I visit the new home of Sarah's Kitchen in Wolfsville. All right, time to get going. Thank you to our show sponsor, We Help You Move. Again, moving is terrible. It's stressful, but you have to do it if you have to do it, right? And why make it harder for yourself? Make it simple. Contact Nicholas and his team of moving experts at We Help You Move. He's got some amazing tips on making packing easier, sorting your things, helping you. He is amazing, and he's a wealth of knowledge. He's been doing this a long time. I have seen that man carry very heavy boxes on his back, lift things, pack things, move things. He can pack a truck like nobody I've ever seen. So really, if you want somebody you can trust with your stuff, then you need to contact We Help You Move. They are veteran-owned and a huge supporter of the Frederick community. And Montana, we're still searching for Montana. I've not heard that we've gotten any Montana moves yet. So I think it's one of the last states that he hasn't been to in the lower 48. So contact WeHelpYouMove.com. All right, weather today, areas of patchy fog this morning. I think clearing. It looks pretty clear out there now, so that might have been earlier on. Clearing, sunny, high of 86. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and 89. Thursday, scattered thunderstorms with a temp of 84. Friday, partly cloudy and 86. And the weekend, scattered thunderstorms on Saturday and a high of 85. And Sunday, PM showers and 82. I really hope that's like Sunday night, because Mother Nature, we've had it with the weekend rain. We're here. We're here with the weekend rain. The grass is growing like crazy though, so I guess it's great for the landscapers. All right, new features coming up very soon. One is called Famous from Frederick. So I'm Googling who's famous and who's from Frederick. And there were a bunch that were listed. Yesterday, I hacked up a bunch of their names. So Lester Bowie, of course I know Bowies. I went to school with a bunch of Bowies. I don't know what my problem was. I guess it's been so long, I've reverted to David Bowie at the time. He was a jazz musician. Of course, we've got Scott Ambush. We've got the Voltaggios, who I'm meeting Crystal today, and I'm hoping she's going to give me a hookup so that I can actually chat with either one or both of them. And Sean Hattasey. I got to reach out to my friend Tanya to see if maybe I can get an interview with her brother, because I do know he lives in LA. And then we've got some sports heroes who have made it big from Frederick. We've got Jordan Addison from Tuscarora High School playing for the Vikings. Thank you guys for all of those corrections, as I was fumbling through yesterday trying to remember what school he went to. But I'm doing my research now, because I got to do research in order to reach out to these guys. And then, of course, Rob Havenstein playing for the Los Angeles Rams since, I think, 2015. So, we're going to, if you know them or connected to them or related to them, please drop me a text and let me know how I might be able to speak with them. And then we're doing Who's the Most Famous Person You Know? Do you know any celebrities? Like well enough to call them and they'll answer? Let me know. And I'd love to have you on the show. And of course, it can be a celebrity of any status. It can be local. I've got some local celebrities here that people know, and we're going to be reaching out to them too. Also, podcast alert. I know we call this a podcast. I think it's a vodcast, right? The video podcast. But we're actually working right now. My husband is diligently trying to figure out. No, he's waiting for me, actually. I have to record and open. I'm selecting some music. And we are going to be on a podcast platform very soon. So that means you'll be able to listen easily on a trip, in your car, if you commute to work. you might be able to catch us when you can't normally stream on YouTube and all the other platforms. So totally understand it. We've listened. That was a great idea given to me by Rob from Intense Barbecue, which I so appreciate. If you've got comments, even criticisms, I can take it. If you've got ways you think the show can be improved, I'd love to hear it. All right, but what that means when we're on the podcast network, it means your ad is going to go out to more people. So if you're a local business, this is the time to jump on the bandwagon of advertising. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up here. We've got a lot of different options, and I'm happy to go through them with you. We've got the text line sponsor. So every time I mention the text line, your company name could be mentioned there. We've got the 15-second video ads, which are the ones like all-in-one events and the Goddesses of Real Estate and Dreamscape Slumber events. They're all 15-second ads, and it's plenty of time to kind of get a point across. Very affordable, just $100 a month to play every day. And then we've got the 30-second ad, which is like Tree Trekkers is a 30-second ad. Also, I believe the Key City Rotary event ad that was playing was 30 seconds. So that one, still not horrible, $140 a month. All right. And then we've got the endorsement, which is very similar to what I do for Nomu, Sushi Nomu, which will be playing later today. And all of those there. So you can see, and the lives are like A&S Construction. They have a live read ad, which is great because, again, sometimes people don't tune out, as much when they hear me talking because they think it's important, which it is. Always important. Anyway, so if you want to jump on, your ad will be distributed to the podcast network, which will be launching very soon. Hopefully, I'm going to say, it's end of May, no later than mid-June. All right, tons of giveaways. Check your texts this morning because we have selected some winners and I haven't gotten your information yet. So the Maryland Lottery Scratch-Offs winners and the Scones winners have been selected. But we have more giveaways for you. We've got those 2 tickets to the lip sync battle that is on this Thursday, and today is the deadline to enter to win. Come hang out with me. It'll be fun. And we have a good time there. Plus you'll get drinks from Attaboy and food, a pasta bar, and all that good stuff. You can hang out with the kitties at Fetch in the Cat Oasis. It's so cute, this little room. If you've not been in there, it's like this glass little room that these kitties live in, and you can just go and be amongst the kittens. Oh, gosh, who doesn't love that? You can win those by texting Kitty, and that deadline is Friday. And then we've got what do we got there? Oh, Epic Detail. That is at the end of the month. You can win that. Text Epic. End of the month for the nails, CK Nails gift certificate of $25 off, and end of the month for Light Side Floats. So if you want to win any of those, all you got to do is text our number 888-465-2944. We'd love for you to win. Speaking of winning, well, we are winning because Charles Studio very generously donated half of the money we needed to put on a very nice spread for the clients from Scott Key Center. But I still need a little bit more. Please, if you've got $10, $20, $30 that you can donate, the prom is in just a couple weeks. I'm also still looking for a few volunteers to set up and clean up. So set up is 10 a.m. This is a Wednesday. It's 10 a.m. To set up just for an hour. It's not going to take that long, I don't think, if we have more hands. And then clean up is just an hour from 1 to 2. We want to leave the place spotless since the Ark very generously donated the space to us. And so we want to do that. So if you can donate, if you can help, if you have any sort of outer space things that we can decorate the room with. I've got to make myself a note. Again, forgot. I forgot to include all-in-one events. My friend George, who's donating the red carpet. Oh my goodness. And he's amazing. And he's so wonderful. So I'm going to give him the extra plug right there. All-in-one events. If you're ever looking for a DJ, lighting, staging, if you're doing, they are helping out our friends at Fingerboard Farm for a couple of their events. Sound, anything like that. Or red carpets. George can help you. If you're putting on a production or a dance or anything like that, contact George at All-in-One Events. And I need to call the Met to see maybe if they know where I can get some props that might have been used for Out of This World, because that is the theme for our lovely friends at the Scott Key Center. All right. And lastly, we need just one more team of ladies. We'd love at least. We need at least one more team. We'll take many more if we have them. All you have to do is get together with your friends and put together a raffle basket valued at $500 or more. That basket needs to be at the home of Everything Frederick by June 12th when we open. I will make sure we are open that day. I think it's a Wednesday, June 12th. The baskets will be on display at the home of Everything Frederick, and raffle tickets will start to be sold. Okay, so we need your baskets. I would love one more at least, but I will take many more. So get together with your girlfriends. Find out what you can get. I'm telling you, this community is so generous. If you asked a few people if they could donate a gift card or, an item or something like that, I guarantee before you know, you'll have $500 worth of stuff. And then you select a charity that you want to represent. And then you've got to hawk a little bit to try to get that charity the most raffle tickets sold, and they're going to win a ton of money. All right. After the break, we're going to talk reptiles, events, and food, glorious food. And it happens right after this.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
And that is my friend George. Give him a call. Have him DJ an event. He is the official DJ of the Flying Cows, and I work very closely with him during games. We have a great time. A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick. And Sandra is a phenomenal person. I want to congratulate her, graduated from Leadership Frederick County, which is a rigorous 9-month program, but it engages her in Frederick even more, and they learn a ton about Frederick. So I want to congratulate her for that. But if you need roofing or siding, maybe windows on your house, gutters, patios, and decks, they can do it for you. And right now is the time to call. 301-703-2157 is their number. Or you can email info@ansconstruction.net and check her out. She's phenomenal, and she is offering $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Give Sandra a call today and let her know I sent you. Maybe just send her a quick email and wish her a happy Tuesday. All right. Speaking of Tuesday, I gotta stall for a second here because I pulled the wrong open. And we have so many of our lovely sponsors. We don't want to forget any of them. So we are going to stall for just one moment while you stare at the A&S Construction ad because Sandra is wonderful. All right, here we go. We're going to talk about what's happening in Frederick. happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taco Bar. It is Taco Tuesday, which means 20% off 3 tacos all day long at Taco Bar. They are located in West Point Plaza on Route 40, and it's right between 40 and Alternate 40 in that shopping center just down from Weiss Markets, all right? Today, tacos, steak, chicken, al pastor, carnitas, fish. There's also vegan options. So if you're vegan, head over. And they kind of make you the tacos. They put your tacos out and the meat, and then you go to the taco bar and put whatever toppings you want, as many as you want. I mean, how great is it? How often do you go somewhere and there's not enough pico de gallo? There's not enough whatever else you want. I hate that. And so now you have control. You can do it. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can try the beef tongue and small intestine tacos. And today, 20% off 3. So go Taco Bar or visit them online. I think you can order directly online. TacoBar1.com. I think you can order and pick up or get it delivered through a third party. So check that out. All right, you know where you need to go if you want to know what's happening in Frederick. First of all you have to do is text calendar. Several people texted yesterday, so there must have been something about the events happening yesterday that got you very excited. If you want to know, you got to have that calendar, and I'm going to share it right now to go over what is happening in Frederick, which always tons and tons more. I added about 6 events between yesterday's show and this morning. All right, of course, we can't look at the month. Can't even look at the week. Look at that craziness. Let's actually go to our agenda view, and you can see right here, much easier and in order, especially if you want to plan out your day. So if you've got visitors coming in from out of town, this is perfect because always people come to Everything Frederick and More, the group, which we have to congratulate, 128,000 members. That is unbelievable. Do you know there are 300 posts an hour? I think it is an hour. 300 posts an hour some days in that group. I believe it. And it's getting like Twitter now, kind of, for me. It's hard to follow. You just got to search for stuff. But anyway, people come on all the time and say, hey, got friends visiting from out of town. What's happening this weekend? Just tell them. Get the calendar. All right. Whew. We got a carnival, New Windsor Fire Carnival tonight at 6 o'clock. YMCA Farmers Market is back today, 3:30 to 6:30 as well. And you can do 2 for Tuesday karaoke at the Orioles Nest. You know, you singers, you love to do 2 songs in a row. You absolutely love it. We've got, let's see, what's coming up Thursday. Of course, we've got the lip sync battle, but we've also, this is a great event. This is actually, I want to take my mom to this. It's the 3rd annual Senior Resource and Education Fair. It is a free event at FCC. It's got tons of vendors for the aging population. So if you have a parent who is aging and you want some information about programs and resources and things you may need to know, I do believe also they were telling me that there are 70 exhibitors, free lunch for the first 200 guests. Can't beat that. And I think there's somebody to help with Medicare or Medicaid. I don't know. There are a lot of people who can help you get what you need and answer some questions you may have. And it could be for you. If you're aging, like we all are, it might be helpful. So that's at FCC this Thursday from 10 to 2. That's a great event if you can head over there. We've got a Live at 5 on Thursday. So much happening on Thursday now. Live at 5 to 8. Tonight, Thursday, it is Quantum Leap, which is the 80s, which we love the 80s. But I'm going to be at SHIP's annual lip sync battle, and you can come with me too if you want. I've got the 2 tickets for free. Just text lip sync, and you can come with me. I'll let you know today. We've got Friday, more carnivals. Boonesboro and New Windsor have carnivals on Friday. Saturday, Oh my, let's see. Oh, walking tours with the National Museum of Civil War Medicine. That's happening at 10:30. That's a fun thing if you've never done it, actually. It's quite informative. I've done that before. There is also, I am heading out tonight to February Star Sanctuary to learn about their adoption event and other things that they do. This is a 501c3 nonprofit that helps to rescue, rehabilitate, rehome, and provide refuge for horses and cats. I love how they do horses and cats. That's so funny. But you know what? Horses and cats go well together because my parents have a couple horses, and we have cats that live in the barn that help keep down the mice, and the cats and the horses love one another. But if you want to head over, they are having an event this weekend on Saturday from 10 to 4, and they're going to be talking about adopting and sponsoring and volunteering and donating. They're also having a cat food drive, and they're going to tell you how to get involved with their organization. But we are going to be airing that interview later this week, probably on Thursday. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, you'll be able to find out more about it. Also, I need to let you know, if you know anybody who has a motorcycle, or maybe you do, Pulling for Veterans is looking for motorcyclists to ride with them in Rolling to Remember. Now, it is heading to D.C. this Sunday. Now, they're gathering in the FSK Mall parking lot at 6 a.m. I think they start as early as 4:30, so that's early. But anyway, look, it's going to be an impressive event. It's a massive motorcycle demonstration ride in D.C. The convoy is going to leave from the Clarion area side of the FSK Mall parking lot, and we would love for you to join. Registration will be from 4:30 to 6, and then they depart at 6 o'clock and head to the Pentagon. So if you have a motorcycle and want to ride with them, or if you know somebody who does, please pass this information along. And for information, you can text RIDE to 240-285-4487. And if you text RIDE to that number, Michelle will get back to you. All right, let's see what else is happening. First Saturday is coming, June 1st. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday. You're going to head to the home of Everything Frederick to pick up a Good Morning Frederick hat or t-shirt, because when you do, you'll get a free Good Morning Frederick sticker and magnet for your car. Mama Cone and I will be there from 11 to 2, so stop by, pick up your t-shirt or hat, and I'll happily give you a sticker and a magnet. Also, I think we're doing princess thing. Let's see, we're on June 1st. June 1st. First Saturday special. Okay, that's to get the hat and the sticker. Here it is. Calling all princesses. We're from noon to 2. Wear your favorite princess or prince outfit, and we will have a Disney princess to take photos with, and you'll be able to sing your favorite Disney karaoke songs, which we all love to hear on repeat. I hope I get to hear Do You Want to Build a Snowman, or any of those one. No, look, I love Disney. I do. And actually, my kids are so old now, I don't watch them anymore. So it is very refreshing because I go, hey, what's this from? And I never know. So June 1st, first Saturday, come up to 4th and Market and see us at the home of Everything Frederick. All right. The links and details, you get them by texting calendar to 888-465-2944. And if you want an event included, just email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. All right, if you're hungry and you're looking for an amazing place to get lunch or dinner, I cannot recommend Sushi Nomo more, because it was an amazing experience and the food just phenomenal. Let me share it with you. Danny and I recently had dinner at Sushi Nomu, and I've got to tell you, it was absolutely unbelievable. The decor, phenomenal. The food, just amazing. I had the best miso soup I've ever had. The sushi was so fresh and delicious. and it was actually a feast for the eyes. The presentation was stunning, and the service was impeccable. The sushi, fresh, the sashimi, the best I've ever had. I can't say enough great things about it. If you're looking for a great place, maybe to go on a date, or maybe just to try something new, it's affordable, it is beautiful, and you will not be disappointed, I promise. Sushi Nomu at sushinomu.com or 4969 Westview Drive, just beyond the Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, my mom even talks about it, and Mama Cone, not a big sushi fan, but there is something for everyone. So if you don't like sushi, they have great ramen, and the dessert. Oh, we had what did we have? We had sake. I haven't had sake in a while, and it was very good. It didn't have that bitter flavor or taste. So if you want that, you can try that out as well. All right, who is making our market amazing? Well, we think these two are. Hang for just a sec. All right, Joe and Abby found a passion for reptiles and actually each other. And they recently launched Wolf's Exotic Encounters. They not only entertain with their reptiles, they educate too. Let's meet them and some of their friends. Of anything to do with animals, and we are so excited to be chatting with Joe and Abby from Wolf's Exotic Encounters. Welcome to you both.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, yes. We are definitely going to have to schedule a follow-up so I can come in person and see everything that you've got. But I know we wanted to get you on the calendar pretty quickly. So tell me a little bit about what you guys do and kind of how you got started.
So I like to tell people we're the crazy reptile people of Western Maryland.
Okay.
We kind of do a lot of different things. So we do reptile education with our programs and shows where we bring out our animals to like birthday parties, events, those types of things. But we also do more on the backside as well. We've done rehoming assistance. So a lot of people come to us and we don't have the capabilities to be a rescue right now. So they'll say, hey, I have this bearded dragon or I have this ball python and we can't take it in. But what we'll do is we'll either link them with a rescue or we'll link them with someone who is willing to welcome that animal into their home. We also do education and consultations. So someone can come to us and say, hey, I got a bearded dragon. I have no idea what I'm doing. Help me. And we'll walk them through A to Z.
Yeah. I'm wondering how many parents come to you with that when their children are begging for, those cool reptiles and things like that.
We haven't had too many take us up on it, but we're hoping that is as we continue to grow.
Yeah. So you guys are a real great resource for people in the reptile world. So how many reptiles do you guys have there?
Give me 1 second. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15.
Nice. And what is that made up of?
So we have everything from small lizards to big lizards, small snakes to big snakes. We also have one tarantula that we didn't include in the count, but she's kind of a personal pet.
I love it.
I think our smallest snake is probably about 18 inches. Our smallest gecko, probably, you'd say Goose is how big?
6 inches?
Yeah, like 6 inches. And then we have our 6-foot boa on the other end, and then we have our 4-foot tegu. So we have everything in between.
Yeah. When I lived in California, my roommate's friend had a python, and he would drive him around in his car. He would sit in the front seat, and he would be let out in the yard. It was the craziest thing I ever saw. The head on that thing was like this big. Yeah, he was about 16 feet long. Yeah, I always wonder what happened to that. But yeah. So, have you always loved snakes and lizards and reptiles, or?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so it all started back when I was about 13 or so. My cousin had won the little green lizards that you win at the carnival. They're called
Oh,
green.
yeah.
And she had no idea what she was doing, but she knew that I loved animals. She was like, "Hey, if you want him, he's yours." Um, and that was kind of my gateway reptile. I started with that, and then I just kind of spiraled out of control from there.
Now, when you were a kid, what did your parents think about this kind of obsession?
I was raised by my grandparents. They're very kind of the mentality of a good snake is a dead snake, unfortunately. So getting a reptile in the house was quite the adventure. But man, I got it in there. So
Yeah. Look, I think once, I think, and I can even admit, probably, well, certainly as a child, having an aversion, especially to snakes, I think that's probably one of the biggest things, and spiders. But once you kind of see the ones that are, not going to kill you immediately upon impact, they really are just other creatures, right? And I remember, I lived on a small farmette, and there were a lot of black snakes and garter snakes that were really harmless, and they're really doing good in the keeping down the mice population and everything like that. So yeah, you got to learn to, I guess, live amongst it. But
yeah.
yeah, very good. So you guys you do birthday parties, you do education. What is like a typical birthday party setup for you guys? Or are there different packages?
The only difference is going to be mainly length of time. So we start out at 1 hour because the show itself, where we bring out the animals, talk about them, and we kind of let everyone get a chance to pet them, it only takes about 30 to 40 minutes. For your smaller groups, if you have bigger groups that are asking questions, it may take a little longer. Once we get finished, we just kind of use whatever time's left to let the kids come up and actually hold the animals, let the parents hold the animals,
Yeah.
and let everyone get that one-on-one experience so they can walk away and say, you know what, I'm not scared of reptiles.
Right. I mean, I do think it's really important to that kids have exposure because, again, I think we build up a huge fear in our head from movies and all this stuff that these, these animals, all they want to do is eat us whole and all that when it's really not the case at all. So, so do you have any venomous snakes that for yourself, or they're all non-venomous?
They're all non-venomous. State of Maryland actually doesn't allow us to keep venomous snakes.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, he's not too keen on the idea of venomous snake in the house. The only one that we have that is venomous would be our hognose snake, but it's venomous in the same way that a bee.
Right. Right.
The components in its saliva, you're
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, very cool. I didn't realize about the venomous. You can't have a venomous snake. That's interesting. What is the coolest animal you've ever had over the years of doing this?
Crazy.
She has a favorite. It's our grilled dragon. We're still working with him. He's just a little guy, and he kind of thinks the world's big and scary. So he hasn't made an appearance on our programs yet.
Yeah, yeah. So how do you, well, that's a great kind of segue into how, when you get an animal, how do you kind of get them acclimated to all the people?
Some are easier than others. Bearded dragon, ball pythons, and like our emerald tree skink, they're kind of naturally docile and don't seem to mind the attention. Whereas, like, we have a Eurymastix that is a very skittish animal by nature. It's took a lot of work to get her to where she is, and even then, she's not super crazy about people.
Yeah.
But she tolerates it enough that we can get her out, we can show her, we can kind of talk about her. Then we say, okay, we're going to put Venus away.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel the same way some days, so that's all good.
Yeah, yeah, we all have those days.
Do you have anything close by that we can see?
Yeah, we actually wanted to bring out a few for you.
Awesome.
So, do you want to get Garnet? I'll get Bean.
No.
Oh, that's right. So one thing is we can't handle them for about 48 hours after they eat, and it just allows them to digest.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
For the snakes, so I was going to get one of our smaller guys out. So first we got Wasabi. Wasabi
Aw.
is our skink. He's one of our smaller guys, but he is incredibly curious. We love him and think he makes a great pet because he actually will throw himself at the enclosure. We walk by to say, "Hey, hold me."
Oh, my.
Rack. And when he does get out, I mean, he is a force to be reckoned with. He is just constantly exploring.
Oh, look at him. Oh, he just looks so shiny. Oh.
So I'm going to put him back, and Miss Abby's going to bring out Garnet,
Okay.
which is our boa.
There you go.
All right.
Aw.
So this here is Garnet. Garnet's our boa.
Aw.
Stopper. Everyone loves the big snake, and we love her to death. She's
How do the cats feel about the snakes?
we have mixed feelings. The cats do anyhow. Actually, down. Our one cat who is a rescue that was taken off the street, he does not like the snakes at all. We don't know if maybe he had a bad experience.
Maybe.
Whereas the ones that we've gotten from kittens, they don't really mind them.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
She's
just
just-
swinging around.
Yeah, I know.
checking things out.
Yeah.
So how old is she?
She is about 4 or 5 years old. We got her from a rescue. So her complete information isn't exactly known.
Right.
Crazy. Crazy girl.
Aw. She's pretty.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah. I like her markings. Now, are they all different? Like, if you had two boas, could you tell them apart?
Yeah, so we actually do have 2 boas. We have one right now that's in quarantine under medical care. She was a neglect situation that we took in, and she has a lot of different patterning and markings.
Yeah.
She's a little more on the tanner side, where Garnet here is more on the grays. Or I'm sorry, I don't know the colors. More of a like a brown side.
Yeah. 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 Very good. You're like my husband. There's 16 colors. It's either brown. I'm going, is it camel? Is it tan? Is it khaki? It's like it's brown. All right. So people can book you for, I'm assuming, schools and daycares and camps as well as birthday parties. How far do you travel?
We've been as far as Manassas, Virginia.
Okay.
As far as north as Harrisburg.
Wow.
So we're willing if our availability allows.
Sure.
We're more than willing to take them wherever you need them.
That's awesome. And the best way for people to book your time, is it through your website just to reach out?
Yep, just you can book directly on our website. You can message us on Facebook, or we do have a chat feature on our website as well that you can message us that way.
That's fantastic. If there was one thing you'd want everybody who's watching to walk away knowing about Wolf's Exotic Encounters, what would that be?
I don't want them to think of us just as a business. I want them to think of us as a major resource. We have our paid education aspect of things, but we also are going to give a lot to the community. We do our husbandry consultation, where we go over and say, hey, this is how to take care of your animal. We do that completely free of charge. And that's kind of our agenda to making sure that we get what they need. So we just need people to think of reptiles and on us whenever they need help.
Yeah, I think the pet stores ought to have your business cards there and say, call these people as soon as you get home or before you even purchase. So,
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah, well, I think it's great that you guys give back to the community in that way. Obviously, the better prepared that someone is for an animal like this, the less likely they're going to need to give them up or have anything happen where you guys are getting them back. And, I think that offering yourselves as a resource for that is excellent. And we can't wait. You're going to have to let us know when you're local and, down here at a party or something, and we will come by and see it all in person.
Yeah, absolutely. We would love to have you.
That would be great. Well, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate the time and showing us a few of the animals today. And we look forward to seeing you guys again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Oh, how about that? How about the fact I can't spell? So I will make sure Wolf's Exotic Encounters. I spelled the website wrong. So when I upload their segment, I will have fixed that. I've made myself a note because I don't know, I got an extra C in there somewhere. So apologies to them, but I will have it fixed so that their segment, when it's posted to YouTube, will be corrected. All right, after the break, we'll see the new spot where you can now get Sarah's amazing food every day of the week. And it's coming up right after this.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber Events on Facebook.
All right, local bites and delights. Well, when they say everything happens for a reason, and I do truly believe that God puts us where we need to be when He sees fit. Sarah had a feeling, and now that has led to a new place to call home. I'd like to introduce you to Sarah Coleman from Sarah's Kitchen. And if you already know her, here's where you'll be able to find her now. To chat with you. I've been watching kind of the journey. I'm sure a lot of people have too. So, not the whole story, but maybe just explain kind of how you got here. Maybe just to this place.
Oh, to this place.
Let's start with that story.
Here.
We only have a few minutes.
Well, Evie Lunn's on social media.
Yeah.
Tagged me in a post.
Okay.
So yeah, it started out as a Facebook post.
Okay.
And I thought she was tagging me, for catering or something.
Okay.
And so I almost didn't look at it. And something nudged me to look at it. Well, no, earlier that day, I had a conversation of gloves off with God, really. So I was upset. So when I saw this opportunity, I had $11 in my pocket. I was like, there's no way. And then I got a nudge an hour later, and I contacted the owners here.
Okay.
And I just gave her my vision for community, and she put me ahead of the list. And there was no way in my power I could have done this, but it was completely God. So.
Yeah. So you moved in when?
Well, April 6th was my grand opening.
Your grand opening, April 6th. And look, you are forming a community already.
Yes. This is an interview. How are you doing, sir?
Now
So
you're
you
on
make
camera,
sure-
so you gotta be okay with that.
I'm gonna make it.
Oh, that's okay.
Lisa's tail going.
But I'll have your ribs, okay?
Oh, yeah. You know, she showed them to me the other day and my mouth's been watering. Every
Ah.
time I come down, well, I gotta do this and I gotta do that.
Yeah.
So, but I had a fish sandwich
Nice.
and I won't eat nothing. I'll eat my pears and my fruit salad, fruit cocktail tonight. That's all I'll have.
And you're gonna
Well,
hold
I'm
on
glad you enjoyed
until
it.
she's done, right? She'll have you. I know she will.
I bring her tomatoes and
Oh, and that's sweet.
I done paid my bill.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Say hi.
Ah,
What's your name?
Dick Winfield.
Well, you come in every day?
Well, I only live up 2 miles up the road.
Oh, well, there you go. Very good.
What's your
Well,
favorite
you-
sandwich here?
What's your
Huh?
favorite sandwich?
I like that big, what did I get?
Whiting. The whiting, the fish sandwich,
I got that, and I got the so
the
I like that.
yeah, the chicken deluxe.
And I got them ribs. I like them.
All right. I know they're on order.
Well, you taping something here?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
taking
Oh, you don't tell me you do that kind of work.
Oh,
Yes.
I do. It's hard to believe you've only been here since April 6th.
Yes. Listen, this community here is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, they seem it. I mean, it's been a steady stream of locals all morning, so
Yeah.
or all early afternoon. All right, so somehow, by the grace of God, you were given the opportunity here.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I was terrified at first. You
Yeah?
know what I mean? 'Cause, well, if you've been following me, you know I've been
Sure.
doing my food underground.
Yeah.
So I've never, ran a restaurant or anything like that.
So let's go back to cooking. When did that become the, I'm going to say, the healing power that you have, which you seem to over people? When did that really start for you?
Probably after Josh passed.
Okay.
I didn't notice it then because, we did it together, and Josh is my son that was deceased. But I think it was when I went to North Carolina, a girlfriend's, she had just lost her husband, and they were mourning, they were crying naturally and stuff. And I told them that I was going to cook for them. And they stopped for a second and looked up, and I saw a smile in the middle of that. And then when I went and got the food, and I came back, they were all talking about, of course, their loved one. But the more they, were smelling what I was doing in the kitchen, then, I don't know if you've ever lost someone. People don't eat.
Yeah.
And when everybody got in line, and I'm talking about had like massive plates and stuff, and I was like, wow, there's something in this.
Yeah.
And I take pride in it.
Yeah, you should. You
I
should.
really
I
do.
think a lot of people feel what you put into it, literally. So,
Yeah.
So what is the vision for here, ultimately?
Well, I didn't know. I mean, I wanted to bring community together, but this community is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to. I knew I was coming into, of course, a predominantly white town.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to expect initially, but I couldn't have. It's, if you follow me, there's a lot of trauma, all that stuff. But when I come up here, I feel like I'm being purified.
Oh, that's
It
great.
takes me back to like Andy Griffith, that era, where everything was good.
Pure, good, yes.
I've been here a little
Neighbors.
over a month. They come in with produce, catfish, whatever I need. They'll just come in and it's amazing. I mean, so much I live here now.
Yeah?
I'm like 3 miles from the store.
Wow, there you go.
So it's all been amazing. I mean, I feel like an extended, and I don't think that anyone, could just come in here and appreciate.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I didn't come in and try to change, things, and I listen to, people that have been here, before me. And there's so much rich history here. So I'm blessed to be a part of it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's great for both of you, right?
Oh,
the
yeah.
people who are here and for you, and that's what the beauty of when things come together so perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
So you've gotten some I love the
Thank you.
signage you got. I got some of that when I was coming in.
Oh, God. Listen, for all the viewers, I ran out of letters, so I wouldn't just put Sarah on top of a store. So, yeah, it's like Sarah's parking, and so.
I do like that. I found it. I was like, oh, cool. There we go. So does your menu, how does it work? Do you change it daily, or you're just kind of sticking with what your favorites are?
Well, yeah, breakfast is, we do scrapple, bacon, sausage. They love the scrapple, ham, egg and cheese. Lunch, I think a favorite of theirs is the chicken deluxe.
Yeah, I think everyone
steak and
ordered that
cheese.
came
Yes.
through today.
The whiting, but I honestly, I can't, there's not one thing I can pinpoint.
Yeah.
Everything is just So good.
Yeah, yeah. And you got some cakes and some pie. And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lovely lady that makes she has a catering business too.
Nice.
Val Gibson. She actually makes my cakes and
Very nice.
and stuff.
Yeah. What is one thing you'd want people to know about this part of your journey?
That I'm home. And I didn't, when my brother made the sign and it said welcome home. It's almost like everything that has happened in the past led up to this. You know what I mean?
So I believe that wholeheartedly, actually.
I don't feel like a victim or anything, but it just, I don't know. It just lets me see God. You know what I mean? And I mean, I'm always talking about Him and stuff, but this is just proof for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is home.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it really, it's home.
Yeah.
When he said welcome home, I was like, why did he put that on the sign? But it is.
Yeah.
I feel like, everything, that I've been through.
Yeah.
There was a reason for it. I don't think just anyone would be able to appreciate this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Well, this is a big space. You got, a lot of opportunity here, I think.
Oh,
And,
God, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we look forward to kind of you being here for years and years to come as you kind of grow into the spot and the community here. Is there? I think it's kind of cool. It is like going back in time a little bit.
It takes me back to good times though, and I didn't think that. I mean, for you to be able to have that twice in a lifetime, the days that were good for me. And I don't want to say ended because I better not be going anywhere anytime soon. Don't let
Right.
And guys, listen, my hair. This means I've been working really hard in the kitchen. But it's I don't know. It's amazing.
Well, I'm really happy for you. I'm glad you feel the way you feel because I think this community has always wanted you to have that.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
I think it's a blessing, and we wish you much success.
Thank you. And EB Lines, thank you, honey.
Well,
no,
I'm glad you paid attention, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. All right, so people can come up here and order. What time are you open?
I open at. My viewers are gonna be like, yeah, that's her hours. 7 to 3, but I'm up here in the country now. So, listen, when I was coming from Germantown, I was getting here like a little after 7. I live not even 3 miles down the street. I was 2 hours late this morning.
Oh my goodness!
Because I wasn't ready for the country air. I slept like I was in a coma. Oh my God, it was so peaceful.
Isn't that great?
That's one of my favorites right there. I actually walk out with him.
I love this. I love it. Every single person you've had a conversation with, every single one, like they're old friends, and I like it.
Yeah, he's cool. Well, they all are.
Yeah.
They give me, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I needed this, and God knows I needed it.
Yeah.
I really did.
Well, very good. I think it's great you found a place up here, and you moved. Are you all settled?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we moved in last night, and then DJ guys. I wrestled him from mom, so DJ's my dog. But I couldn't have picked a better place, and it's not. I've had opportunities before, but it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? And this is right. It's not even a feeling. It's when you know, you know.
You know.
Yeah.
That is the
I'm
best
home.
advice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are so appreciative to have a few minutes with you because I
Thank
know
you.
people are like, Sarah,
I know,
Sarah,
sorry.
give me my food. But we wish you all the success.
Thank
We'll be
you so
back
much.
many times, and can't wait to see what this place becomes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, took her off and forgot to add myself. All right, we want to thank Sarah
Great little place, worth the drive out there. If you're not from Wolfsville, I think it took me about, 15, 16 minutes, something like that to get out there. Maybe 20, depending on the roads and how you go. But anyway, happy that she has found her spot there. All right, one more time, just reminding you about what we've got up for grabs. On tomorrow's show, you'll see the Go Team Therapy Dogs, and you'll meet some of the handlers. Plus, I talk money education with Rob Phelan, and the GM of the Frederick Flying Cows will be live, fingers crossed, to update us on the playoff situation and details about a watch party for the Cows' last game, which is away on Sunday. Run all the socials, so when you have a minute, again, search, follow, and subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can search for me as well, Danny, just Danny. Although lately I haven't put too much up there because it's been very busy, but it's all good. You'll get it. All right, get out there. It is Tuesday. Be great, Frederick.